Why, hello, everybody. I am back. And with the conclusion of the main campaign of Super Robot Wars T. Don't worry, we still have a full expansion to deal with. That's 16 scenarios or something. So we'll still have plenty of stuff to do. That being said, hello. I have no kitty updates yet because the kitty is not here. I get the kitty in 2 days. So that's your update. You're still waiting because, like I said, I'm not getting it until Wednesday. Which is why, as I want to mention again, Wednesday stream will be canceled. So I need to spend the day with the kitty. Also, we noticed that some of those follows we were getting were from bots. Don't worry, they've all been banned. We won't be getting any issues with them. Dude, I still have to talk to my landlord and unfortunately pay extra rent because I'm going to be getting a cat. Because, fuck, landlords. So I still have to do that tomorrow before I can get the cat. They're not even open today. Anyway, when last we left our heroes, we started the endgame route split. We fought, finally, the Claw himself and his armor, his massive armor, the Birthday. We managed to finally defeat him, and just about every other enemy that came our way, and finally wipe him off the face of the planet. The reason why we were fighting him is because AIM Press Fund, now working with the UND, decided to drop Axis and blame it on us. So we were trying to stop Axis, and Claw showed up and was like, I can use this for my plans. And we had to beat his ass. And then we had to go inside Axis for the second scenario of the day. And inside Axis, we found the Dark Gundam, which is going to spread DG cells to the planet. So we couldn't just break Axis up into bite-sized chunks that wouldn't destroy the Earth, because then they would just spread DG cells and, well, destroy the Earth. In the process of fighting Dark Gundam, we also fought a bunch of the Kikaiju army, culminating in the final battle against Infinity and Dr. Hell himself. Thankfully, with Koji and the others getting their strength together, we managed to defeat Infinity once and for all. But upon doing so, AIM Press Fund showed up, realizing that the jig was up. We would testify about all the shit he just tried to do, and since everybody just saw the people they attempted to blame it on, us, stop Axis, the people of the Earth probably would be inclined to listen to us since we're their main heroes anyway, and they were only acting on the word of AIM Press Fund. So AIM was like, fine, I lost, but I'm still working with the UND, and the UND is still stronger than you, so we're gonna beat your ass, but you have to accomplish one trial that left to us. And they were like, the fuck trial are you talking about? And they disappeared. And then we found out the space monsters have returned. New Fuji Research Town. New Photon Power Laboratory, Command Room. Dr. Nasori, Dr. Sawashi, you two go ahead and incorporate the specifications proposed by Totoro. You got it! Dr. Rio, Dr. Rega, how's your work coming along? Well, if we combine our Infinity research data with the information from Lisa, we can expect a considerable increase in precision. Being able to observe the triggering of Gorikon was definitely a big help. Once we finish the blueprints, we'll start loading up the Photon Power 3D printer. Dr. Raizo Kashu is all proprietors normalized ultimate cells. Oh, it has finally been finished! 3G's G-Stone data, the Get Array data left behind by Dr. Saotome, and the ultimate cell data. If we combine all that with the latest Photon Power research, it might just be enough. Indeed, it's the only chance we have. Hey, Chief Sayaka, we have a call from Prime Minister Yumi. My hands are tied at the moment, so put them on the front monitor. How's your progress, Chief? We're over 88% done. We'll find a way to be in time for the final battle with the space monsters. I'm counting on you. We have zero chance of saving Earth or humanity without your work. And there's the fight the UND waiting for us after that. Even though Press Fund has disappeared, he still has plenty of followers. The fact that we know who he is really hasn't done a thing to change that. Is there any way to get the Earth Federation assembly back to normal? It's too soon to tell. AIM Press Fund's charisma definitely made him a force to be reckoned with. And on top of that, he's completely unselfish. That fact alone gives his words the power to move people. Then what will you do? You let us worry about that. It didn't make me Prime Minister of the Gundam Fight winning country for nothing. I'll do whatever it takes to gather people who are actually guided by common sense and put an end to Aim Crispin's plan. That's yet another reason I need you. Right, by combining knowledge of humanity, we'll find a way to prevail over the space monsters. Mom? Dad? I guess I'll be going now. See you later, Hannah. Oh, Mamoru. Good luck, Mamoru. If you sense any trouble, don't hesitate to run for it. Okay, but I'm going to fight too. After all, I'm a special member of the 3G and a member of the Infinite Haven. I'll fight because I'm Lathio of the Green Planet. Mamoru. Mom, Dad, I'm sorry. I should have told you as soon as I found out that I'm not a normal kid. Don't be silly, there's nothing to apologize for, Mamoru. That's right, you're still our child regardless. Thank you, both of you. I want to apologize to you too, Hannah. It was wrong of me not to tell you when it came from space. I think a part of me always knew that you were not exactly ordinary. But you'll always be Mamoru to me. Thank you, Hannah. Mamoru, no matter what happens, you'll always be our boy. So, Mamoru, better come back to us. Yeah. Mr. Amami? I'll keep Mamoru safe. I swear it. And Earth as well. I believe you. Alright, guess it's time for me to go. Mamoru, please promise me you'll come back? I will. I promise. Yeah, I'd like to see where that's going, because I've never seen the 3G stuff. Did you say goodbye to your wife here, Tetsuya? Quit trying to jinx us. This is nothing but a little business trip. I totally forgot. You're actually on loan in the VTX Union, right? The Earth Federation forces will run out of things to do pretty soon. Going back to the military to work as an instructor doesn't seem half bad. Why not stick with VTX as an employee? My guess is that June is hoping for that too. Salaryman, huh? I guess that is one option. I've never been able to tie a necktie right. So what? You could just have your wife do that. Ooh, sounds like a scene straight out of Newlywed Bible. Doesn't it though? I've been practicing so I can help my own husband with that one day too. Did you seriously plan to get married, Sagiri? What, are you trying to insinuate I couldn't unless Gorgon happens? No, I wouldn't go that far. At any rate, all of this is going to have to wait until we win our upcoming fight. Right, there's a new age waiting for us too. That's why we have to win. Let's keep that in mind as we head out. Are you sure it's going to be okay not to see your mother, Kaido? I feel bad for you. Huh? We're not Earthlings. Sooner or later the day will come when we have to say goodbye. That's why I've avoided loving others during my time here, and being loved by them. No one will be sad once I'm gone, and there's no reason for me sad like you either. Kaido. What makes you so sure about that? At the very least, your mom loves you and you love her. What do you know about me? Plenty. We're in the same boat, you know. If you refuse to love anyone, that's up to you. But I don't think you should deny the feelings of all the people who care about you. Kaido. Sorry, Mamoru. I guess I ticked them off. It's fine. You said exactly what I was trying to, Raimi. Something must be wrong with us, huh? Ever heard of aliens risking their lives to protect Earth? I don't think there's anything weird about it. I love Earth and its people. So do I, Mamoru. That's why we need to do this together, Raimi. For the Earth we love, and what lies beyond. I'm glad you're all here, Infinite Haven. I have some bad news. We received reports the Solar System Absolute Defense Line was breached several hours ago. Which means we're going in with our previous plan. Which means we'll be engaging the space monsters right here from Jupiter as our last line of defense. I'll be acting as the operational commander. Odds are good that you'll all be in charge of the front line. Good. Humanity has nowhere to run. All that's left is to fight till the last of us falls. A war council meeting will start soon. Representatives of each section are expected to attend. Jupiter. The ultimate fate of humanity will be decided here on this stage. Guy. Hey Jay, it's not like you to approach me. Be careful. There's a good chance of the Primeval showing up in this fight. What? The Primeval's goal in this subject is to subject the people of Earth to machine sublimation. If humanity is annihilated the space monsters, the Primevals will lose their chance to win. So you figure to try to stop us before the space monster attacks so they can achieve their goal, huh? There's 7 Primevals left. I expect they'll come at us in full force. What's wrong, Noriko? Got something to say, spit it out. Do you really think the Primevals will attempt machine sublimation even when the space monsters breathing down our necks? Noriko has a point. If the Zonderized humans are eradicated by space monsters, the whole thing would have been pointless. The Primeval's logic doesn't work like that. In the end, they're components of a computer program. They exist only to carry out their instructions. All that really matters here is that we need to beat the Primevals while fighting the space monster horde. We'll find a way. Based on Tomorrow's calculations, it would practically take a miracle to win against both the space monsters and Primevals. A miracle will happen. No, I'll make it happen. Norco. Thank you, Norco. Thank you for reminding me what it takes to be a warrior. Don't mention it. Besides, I still owe you a lot more than that, Jay. Space monsters are expected to reach the vicinity of the Jupiter sphere in 5 more hours. Battle decides the fate of the Earth. And it's set to begin in just 5 hours. We can do this. We'll hit them with everything humanity has to offer. I wondered what kept you from attending the meeting. Never thought you'd be busily analyzing UND data. Well, there's still a lot we don't know about the strength of the main force led by Ragnail. It's good to keep the big picture in mind, but space monsters are a more immediate threat. Yes, and then we'll have to fight the UND. I think we need to at least be prepared for that. Fine, Raimi, but try not to forget. UND and AIM Pressbun are gonna have to answer to me as well. Yeah, I'm prepared to sacrifice my life if that's what it takes to stop him. Are you with me, Raimi? Of course. I'm afraid I can't allow that. Chief, Miss Sakurai, Raimi, you two seem to be confused about something. You mean our willingness to die if that's what it takes to defeat AIM Pressbun? Well, one of our jobs is in fact to protect the world and its people. But as your manager, I can't just stand here if I see my employees are too focused on one mission. But why? We're just doing the same thing as Van and Akido. The difference is that those guys are warriors. You two are employees of the VTX Union. An employee should only risk their lives for their work, not because they have a personal vendetta against some guy. But there's no denying the fact that AIM Pressbun hurt all of us. But during my long life as Salaran, I've seen more than one betrayal of that sort. What, so you're willing to just telling us to just let him off the hook? Not at all. I'm just trying to say that'd be a waste of time to throw your lives away for someone like him. But Father sacrificed his life to keep the world safe. Well, Daima Goldwyn was a hero. We're not warriors or heroes. We're salarymen. So let's say, So let's just work together to achieve our goals instead of trying to show off. Salarymen. That's right. Might not exactly be cool, but we are who we are. All we have to do is keep right on working to achieve our company's objectives. Of course, find a little personal happiness. I think you're right. Thank you, Chief. Guess I got a little carried away there. Definitely have a point. Get yourself killed. You won't be around to enjoy anything else life has to offer. Ma'am. Raimi, I know how you feel, but don't obsess over this. Getting carried away and giving up your personal happiness is no way to live. So you're saying I'm not even allowed to seek revenge for Father? No, that's completely different. If AIM Pressbun wants a fight, we'll give him one. But it would be ridiculous for a couple of lovely young women like us to sacrifice our lives for some middle-aged has-been. And once we bring in the new golden age, there's bound to be a lot of fun in store for us. So why would we throw that away? Ma'am. Or are you actually hoping to die with me while we're both still pretty? Of course not! But I say we live for a good long time. Right, as long as with you, Not so fast, Raimi. Dang it, always trying to get jump on us, aren't you? Wait, you guys were listening? You did have us all worried. Oh, I didn't know you had it in you to care, Tokido. A big part of it was that we apparently forgot your job as salaryman. Yeah, whatever you say. I almost dragged my poor little subordinate right in the hole of a tragic heroine. Seriously though, Sakurai, we're expected to grow right along with your subordinates. Understood, Chief. Like you said, we're salarymen. Instead of relying on just one hero, let's keep working together to do our job. Welcome to Scenario 53. A door opens after battle. This is gonna be a big one, by the way. We're dispatching 24 units! Okay! Okay, so we got 3 more units we get to throw out. You... Zeta and double Zeta, I guess. Oh, this formation again. All the planets from Neptune to Saturn have already been evacuated. A hostile extraterrestrial life emergency HQ is unmanned as well. We'll be taking over all command duties from the Earth Federation fleet. The Federation forces have supplied as much fighting power as possible to this fight, including the former Neo-Zeon forces. The brunt of that is the colony laser, which we took over the other day. Photon power energy has been used to revamp it so it can be charged up in a short period of time. We can always count on Sayaka. In other words, the result of humanity's science will be out in full force. In addition to colony laser, we'll also be fielding a number of tactical weapons. But even with those, our situation doesn't necessarily look good for us. According to the data we have on the Horde that has invaded the solar system, it seems to be the main force of the Vanguard we've been dealing with until now. In other words, they're going to throw everything they've got at us. I'd like to go over our plan one more time. We'll start by firing our tactical weapons at the enemy forces as they approach Jupiter, to thin them out as much as possible. Next, the Federation forces will launch a pincer attack against them, and any hostiles that get through that will show up in this sector. So if they manage to get through us, it's game over for humanity. In other words, if the Infinite Haven wins, that's the end of this war. Correct. The fate of humanity is in our hands. We're counting on all of you. You're humanity's last hope. I wonder if the Golden Goddess will help us out. Unless the balanced universe is threatened, I doubt she'll intervene. Humanity and the space monsters. Two types of life forms born in the universe. And they have only one option if they can't coexist. To fight for survival until something gives. The space monsters have been detected. The last line of defense. Fire the colony laser! No special animation, it just goes... The light of destruction. I suppose we're in enough trouble where we need it. What's our status? The operative center estimated 2% of hostile forces have been eliminated. Something with the capability of blowing up Earth killed 2% of the space monsters headed our way. 2%? Are you saying that we have to fire the colony laser 50 more times? Can we hold out that long? Thinking about it won't do us any good. We've got no choice but to press on. The Federation forces are engaging the enemy as planned. Our strategic arms, aside from the colony laser, are also being used. I doubt it'll be enough to stop them. They're bound to get here sooner or later. All units, your attention, please. As I mentioned below, this operation has virtually no chance of success, but I still have no other choice than to send you out there. I'm sorry, but you might never return. We're well past that, Bright. If we weren't prepared to die for this, we wouldn't be here. We'll fight no matter what comes to us. We'll fight to survive. Whatever we lack to win this on paper, we'll make up for it with bravery. Our wishes will be our strength. The hopes of the people will be the fire igniting our hearts as we fight. And if the miracle is what we need, we'll work on one. We can do this. Yes, ma'am, we can win this together. The space monsters have invaded this area from above. That's a biggin. That's another biggin. Man, just looking at all of them is enough to tire me out. Plus, they brought something even bigger and uglier with them this time. All those monsters. And that's only part of their horde. Yep, they penetrated it real well. We'll just have to hack down every last one of them. We don't have a choice. Humanity's survival is riding on this. All units, commence the attack. Don't let a single one of those bastards through. Don't know what the SR point is yet, but I'm gonna give you a hint. Kill them quickly. You do not have a lot of time. Man, why the hell do all these scumbags think human lives are so worthless? I'll teach you to screw with our lives. Every last one of you is my enemy. Zekio, Tenkyoken! Bring it, fiends! Just as once, the undefeated East will face you in mano-a-mano combat, and then you will know the fearsome strength of humanity all too well.
拳で語り合おうではないか。行くぞ！東方腐敗が最終奥義。赤波
Jesus Christ, Master Asia. I want to remind you, I haven't actually upgraded Master Asia. I haven't upgraded Jido either. But that's how much more damage he does. Yeah, no, the G Gundam theme is good. G Gundam theme is real good. Nothing from you, huh? Two levels on Geo. Okay. Nothing from Halan. With all these enemies breathing down our necks, there's no need to aim. I'll shoot anything that moves. I'll show them what happens when they corner a tiger that's armed to the teeth.
化け物大使はカウボーイの仕事じゃねえがショータイムだ上等ビンゴ
That's a common criticism of the Super Robot Wars series, actually, Danny. It's like the Super Robot groups can be described with like 5 or 6 different series. The real robots in the roster can be described with Gundam. That's a common criticism. The last bastion is ours to defend. We're going all in. Get lost, monsters. Earth has a Takeo General Company, and we're here to stay. Like, you can consider Expelled from Paradise. That's a real. Hermech is. And then you would definitely consider Cowboy Bebop a real, even though it's a plane. That's true in many ways, yeah. Biosensor, Mazin power. $150 morale required for that attack, by the way. Yeah, that's one of the big things about it. Come and get it, monsters. I'll pulverize every last one of you. As long as I stand, you won't advance a single step.
人類を守るためにもこの戦い絶対に負けられねえやるぞ出し惜しみはなしだ
nothing but enemies everywhere. We've never been on a battlefield like this. But our job is the same as ever. We fight and we win. As long as the Desico and our strength hold out, we have a chance. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty accurate analysis of why that tends to happen. All right, and here comes Kiriko giving maybe one line of dialogue. Fighting to survive. That's just another day for me. 2 lines of dialogue.
急所に直撃させればいい。終わらせる。Rise Bright didn't have some dialogue. Let's do this. This battle is a prelude to humanity's new golden age. Exactly. And that's why we're going to win.
我々は奴らを超えて宇宙の海を行く。アルカディア号全速前進。後ろ全方向を敵に集中。おう。手を止めるな。撃てる。アンカー中。
Explain how this one works to me. Because that is not how that would look. He'd be inside like guts and stuff. Like that's made of squishy stuff inside. And of course, she's gonna say something. Noriko, are you ready for this? You bet. All the battles we fought together were to get us here. Now it's the time to get with Bar Inferno and Gunbuster that represents everything Coach stands for to shine. As long as we're still kicking, we'll fight to protect humanity. Just a regular Buster Collider is enough for you. There's another group approaching. Those ones aren't space monsters. I mean, is there a bathroom anymore, Danny? Because if you need more creepy crawlies, they're right here. Invaders. Nothing but big ones, and a ton of them at that. The ridiculously huge one must be their leader. You seem to be struggling, humans. In the end, no species capable of taking even the first step toward evolution can survive in this universe. Cohen and Stinger. I guess they're combined. Correct. You stand before the one chosen by the Getter Rays, the supreme organism. And once we obtain Jupiter's energy, we'll take the next step in our evolution. They're after the power. Hey, we're way too busy for you guys right now. Come back later. There's nothing to worry about. Once we've obtained the power, we'll eliminate the space monsters. Of course, they aren't the only ones we eliminate. What? We are the strongest species in the universe. The laws of nature demand that all others go extinct. So, the reason why you're lost is because they glossed over a great deal of plot. The last time we dealt with Getter plot, it was Dr. Saotome who had the Dragon Gundam. Well, Cohen and Stinger were his co-pilots, because you need 3 pilots to pilot a Getter. Cohen and Stinger are also Getter Ray scientists. When we took the Getter Dragon, it's because Saotome still had humanity left in him. He wasn't completely taken over by invaders like Cohen and Stinger were. So, Cohen and Stinger got kicked out of the Dragon when we took it over, and we're like, oh shit, they have enough control over Getter Race, they could do that. We need to leave. And that was the last we heard of Cohen and Stinger. Until now, where they show up completely transformed into invaders, but with their intelligence intact, which is exceptionally dangerous. The space monsters, humanity, all are destined to perish. The universe will be ours. Who the hell do you think you are? Wait, we've got more company. The Primevals we fought on the moon. The rest of the Primevals must have combined, and now they're here for a showdown. That's right. This is where you die, cowards. We'll see just who does the dying today. Haven't you realized? Your species is already doing everything it can to end itself. What do you mean? The time has come at last to explain something to you. The meaning of machine sublimation. The meaning of machine sublimation? Its purpose is in fact to unify life. More specifically, machine sublimation was devised as a way to protect humanity from the various threats infesting our universe. Protect humanity? The space monsters you're currently confronting are one of those threats. They represent a stressor to them, which causes them to have Minora's thoughts. Unable to bear such thoughts, you will ultimately destroy yourselves, or perhaps the space monsters will do it for you. We'll finish machine sublimation before that happens. Once we've achieved that, people will be able to survive, even if they lose their planet. I guess that explains why the Primevals are so desperate to achieve machine sublimation before the space monsters finish invading. Can a zonderized human be considered living at all? Yeah, I'll pass. Then you would prefer to give up your intelligence and live according to your instincts, like those things. You mean the invaders? Yes. In their scramble to evolve, they discarded their intelligence and are guided purely by instinct. They fear machine sublimation, and like the space monsters, they've chosen to evolve into organisms devoid of reason. What's wrong with that? We're the strongest beings in the universe. Our power can swallow even Zonder metal. The invaders or Zonders are conflicting organisms, and their battle is driven both to evolve to the worst possible outcome for humanity. But that will be over soon. Once we've obtained the power of Jupiter, we'll swallow the 31 machine Primevals as well. There's only 7 left! I'm afraid not. We are the ones who are going to end this, and we'll liberate the blue planet with machine sublimation to protect it from the threats of the universe. Man, all of you jerks need to take a step back. You can forget about your plans as long as we're still standing. As dire as your situation is, you still refuse to give up. Face reality. There's no hope left for you. You nasty piece of... Sheesh, the space monsters were already annoying enough to deal with on our own. And now the invaders and primals have decided to show up. Sounds like good times to me. If we want to get out of this, we'll need to start by gunning for the combined invader and combined primeval. Once we take them out, we can focus our fight with the space monsters. Forget it. There will be no victory. Unfortunately for you monsters, we don't know when to quit. Prepare to witness the bravery born of unyielding hope. Ooh, SR point. Defeat Cohen and Stinger and the combined primeval within 3 turns. Thankfully, I'm still on my first turn. Get your ass over there, guy. You have asses to kick. The purpose of the strength of 3G and the Infinite Haven is to protect humanity. Come on, guys. Let them swarm us. They'll never be a match for the power of our bravery. Are you shipping the villains again, Danny? Enemies everywhere I look. Just how I like it. Let's see what survives longer. My heartbeat or your ugly whore? I gotta use that line because I totally do the same shit to my radio friends. You get some good hits in every once in a while, I'll admit it. Let's pull him back a little bit. I don't want him to be the only thing they're attacking. He can only shin Sign Spark so often. Ma'am, there are enemies approaching from all directions! The finest women always attract the most unwanted attention. Let's show these freaks what we think of their advances. Got it. I vote to be thorough.
コーチングを頼むわよ、ラミー。先輩のためにも頑張ります。国務参加の力を一つにするわよ。ターゲットの位置確認。各武装、セット確認。
X は先行してください。
キャリアクスは援護をお願いします。さあ、覚悟を決めるわよ。命がけで飛び込む。先輩、スライダーです。最後はこれよ。
just the right amount of damage.
お疲れ様でした先輩。みんなもお疲れ。
Yeah, it's actually pretty big. As my fist will shield the world, so will my fighting spirit shield those I care about. The time has come to show all who threaten us how the King of Heart fights.
正々堂々と勝負だ。一気に決める。
By the way, this is still turn 1. We're 40 minutes into today's stream, folks. I will be streaming long enough to finish the final scenario today, but expect it to go longer than my normal streams where I have work in the morning. Mido, now's our time to shine. Let's roll, Gain. No matter how many enemies come, we'll find a way to achieve victory.
やれるな、ガイ。今の私たちならどんな敵だろうと倒せる。決めるぞ、ガイ。了解。全力で行く。ドーリンケン。 グレートドーリンケン。真っ向空竹割り。てーい。 見たか、グレートマイトガインの力を。
Finally got overflow out of him. Time to bust out every single trick I've ever learned in my career. I'll defend Earth and the people I care about, even if it kills me.
覚悟してもらうぞ、化け物。こいつで落ちる。
Bamboo Splitter doesn't use innocent waves. Only the double drive rail sword does. And yet it looks more impressive than double drive rail sword in every way. No, I'm not done making fun of Mido and Great Might Gain for that attack. I'll never be done. If this is the fight for the survival of the species, I won't hold anything back. Now's the time for me to demonstrate whatever strength I have left to fight.
互いが滅びるまで戦うしかないのなら、そこ。
He does. It's literally his best friend who makes the mechs, not him. He just pilots one of them.
とどめだ。
He It's unbelievable that I'm here now. Guess I'll just have to do this. Come on, you monsters. I'll show you fearsome someone prepared to die can be.
やるかやられるかの戦い。わかりやすくていい。愛してる。
Alright, let's actually see if this animation lands, because this might be one of the few chances we get to see this attack. Which, it's not going to be terribly impressive, because we don't have a sense of size for this thing.
偉いすぎだな。
Like, that thing is supposed to be fucking enormous. Swillheart Special takes out anybody. Good job, Tobia. It's go time. Me and humanity still have a long way to go. If you want me, come and get me. There's plenty of me for all of you.
こいつの防御力をフルに生かせば。
I mean, you say that, and the next unit I'm gonna use is the Eldora Soul. Where that absolutely is a thing that probably has happened to them. This is no time to be afraid. I'll fight to survive. I'll fight for a place to live. This is the path I've chosen for myself.
この世界のこともっとよく知りたいから派手に行くわよ。
That's because when a mech has gotten to the point where they're punching someone, they're probably out of ammo. So they gotta give them something that can keep going. I'm gonna start installing brass knuckles on all the mechs now, Danny, just because you said that. it would solve 0 problems. Show! These are enemies coming. There are enemies coming from all sides of us. I'll take on every one of them. We'll survive this, and so will the rest of humanity.
ショー、怪我しないでね。
心配はいらない。
Every time I fight with Sho or some of the original Gundam pilots, it just, a part of me has to remember that we are at the point where we can call these shows 40 years old. And that's just fucking wild.
今のがわかる。オーラ力の意味が。
No, damn it! I wanted her to attack something. I pressed the wrong button. There's been a lot of people who played Sonics in various things, though. It's been off and on for Roger Craig Smith. We will go on living. Every person is born with that right. I'll oppose anything that tries to eliminate life from the universe with every fiber of my being. So I was watching Ethan Steele play some Z earlier, and he got to the end of the Zeta plot in that game, which much heavily actually involves the full Zeta plot. Like, it actually goes through the whole show. And they get to the point where Camille fights the big bad, Shirako, and what Shirako's supposed to do is, in his final moment, sort of like this psychic backlash hits Camille, and Camille is essentially comatose, or just so obsessively, like, completely depressed he cannot function. In game, however, there are still levels left, so they can't have one of the main characters be comatose. A vast sea of enemies intent on our destruction, a decisive battle to determine the fate of humanity. If there's ever been a time to really live, it's now. As long as my heart keeps beating, I'll keep fighting. So what they do in the game is they get to that part where he's supposed to be, like, made comatose by the brain whammy, and you're just kind of flying there, and next to him is Fa, and Fa's like, "Are you right, Camille?" And Camille's like, "Yeah, I guess I am." And they just basically ignore that part of the plot. where the psychic backlash happens. I know! It's so good! His original mech from the original Nadesico is just like, he hates it at first. He's like, it's pink! Why am I here? I'm the cook! What's going on? And now he's this. Alright, that's the last unit I have control of. Wow, going for God's judgment, really? Charge will kill him too. Calm down a little bit, okay? Don't burn all your energy yet. This is a long fight. I'm okay with the Eldora's soul going toe-to-toe with these assholes. There we go. Now she gets to take someone out. We won't lose no matter how many enemies we face. Umi, Fu, come on. Together we can win this.
宇宙から来た怪獣はマジックナイトがやっつける。ヒカルさん、海さんと心を一つに重ねる。行こう、一緒に。私たちならきっとやれる。光よ螺旋。
Get Darkness Fingered. Just in case. Please don't shoot him down. Chill! Do not use your best attack! Your second best will do just fine. We have a lot of things to kill. So much murder. And a surprising amount of it being done by our freaking boats. Okay, this time we're gonna watch the animation because I want to see if this actually lands. Wow, Gunbuster busted out the cape!
宇宙怪獣なんかに負けてたまるもんですか。
Oh no. Oh no. They reduced Kiriko's health some. You assholes. You have no idea what you've unleashed. Congrats, you have a 0% chance to hit him anyway. Yep. When they say charge, they mean they just charge. No too much else other than that. Oh, Space Squid! Doing a lot of Shin Poseidon attacks.
僕たちの新たな進化が始まるんだね。
I'm sorry, there's just something so fucking amusing about this super threatening mega boss over here and it moving like 3 spaces. That's all I can do. I need a battleship to give you some more EXC. Okay. Setting up the combined primeval to be killed this turn. Harry, analyze Cohen and Stinger. And analyze the combined primeval. Oh, that's nice. Yes, please. Love. Smash hit. Yeah, that was nice. That's real nice. All right, your phase transition cannon, it goes like that. So if I want it to work here, it must be 1, 2, 3, 4. You need to stand there. Prospect doesn't work on you. Damn, I don't get to do the double damage thing. Oh well. I still get to do this. We saw that animation earlier anyway. Hey, got someone! And you can provide your commander aura over here, so when we fight Cohen and Stinger. Counts. Good. Okay, so it's back to full because of the power parts I gave him. Good, good. Need to go that big. Tomahawk should be enough for either. Empress Fire. Okay. Upper right quadrant. Mostly taken care of. And we're absolutely watching this animation.
怪獣が相手なら必殺技の贈り物よ。お姉様、あれを使うわ。ええ、よくってよ。スーパー稲妻キーッ
Ooh, that was closer than I would have liked. I think I had 40k health at least before we attacked. Yep, just 4 more enemies. Nope, not enough damage. Oh well, I was hoping to give you some levels, but that's the way you're gonna be about it. Alright, everything else is just about beating up the big bads. Starting with my battleship. Holy shit! That's gonna hurt.
各位、私に勝てると思ったら 召喚、応急班を被害区画に急ぐ。
Alright. If anyone knows how to take on big, ugly-looking monsters, it's Domon Kashu. Hey, looking for this guy? Enough. Help out, please, Amuro Ray. Now we're getting it. Listen, coward. The only way to escape the threats of the universe is to accept machine sublimation. We won't yield to you or the space monsters. And as long as we have our courage, I know we can overcome any challenge.
お前に見せてやる。全てを超える力、俺の勇気よ。行くぞ、ゴルディアン。
ゴルディオンハンマー発動勝利。
Where's the wind come from? Never mind.
セーフティーデバイス
It's an idiotic thing to ask in Gao Gaigar anime. Unbelievable. Kaboom! I'll get the cores. We've retrieved the cores. Go ahead and purify them, Arma. Jay, there are only 5 cores. The other 2 primevals must have gotten away. No, only one managed to flee. The combined primeval consisted of 6 primevals. Then where in the world's the last one? Uh-oh! That's not good. Oh, was he?
いつでもいいぜ、哲也。ダブルバーニングファイヤー。平和をこの手に掴むまで。俺たちは戦い続ける。
Getter Robo. Let me tell you as one who's been chosen by the Getter Rays. Us! Now offer all of the Getter Rays in your body to us. Not even these dumb monsters are a joke once they've gotten this strong. It wasn't their bodies that caused their deformation. It was their twisted will. In other words, their screwed up minds turned them into monsters. We've reached the pinnacle of evolution. We've gone beyond machine sublimation. We stand above all other life in the universe. Good for you. Too bad all your dreams are about to go up in smoke right here in this backwater corner of the universe. We'll use our Getter Robo to make sure of it.
俺は戦う。全ての銀河と全ての時間でドラゴンのパワーを極限まで引き出す。ハヤト、ピケ、タイミングを合わせろ。おう。
Benkei's got some charm.
Get shine!
In the games, I should say. Ah, you like the smug smile. This can't be. How could we lose? It's not right. It wasn't supposed to be like this. They really are driven by instinct. I don't see a shred of intelligence in them even when they're at death's door. If you guys really want to know why you lost, we'll tell you. Why? Isn't it obvious? Because you're weaker than us. No! Those invaders never got through their thick skulls. It's something we're responsible for. As long as that's true, we won't lose to the idiots capable of nothing but destruction. Isn't that right, Musashi? I sure won't miss those freaks. All you have to do now is focus on the space monsters. Look out, there's another group of them incoming. What a gigantic reserve force. It feels like there's no end to them. How are we looking? After we fired the colony laser 5 times, it apparently reached its limit because it exploded. Well, it's good to know it can only destroy 5 planets before it couldn't go anymore. The space monsters have lost approximately 18% of their force, but they're showing no signs of backing down. My guess is that it's only a matter of minutes before the Earth Federation forces lose the front line. Once that happens, the remaining hostiles will amass here in this sector. Then we'll kill them all. Simple as that. Wait, some new intel just came in. The UND is apparently fighting the space monsters. Huh? There's no doubt about it. Our allies are rallying at the front line. Is this AIM Pressbun's doing? I don't think so. They seem to be separate from Ragnail's fleet. She must have come to our aid. Fine work out there, Infinite Haven. It's been too long. Huh? Rudy? What are you doing here? You only get this to happen in this route, by the way. Good day to you as well. It is I, Rudy Pixie Zalto, former UND High Commander, former Neo Zeon Consultant, and current freelancer. Former Neo Zeon Consultant? Wait, but that means... That's right. She's been working with me. I started doing so after I resigned from my position with the UND. That makes sense. Char must have used her as a source of information to keep things balanced during the negotiation with the UND. And after we came to Earth, I wasn't the only one who defected from the UND. There were plenty of others as well. At the moment, they're all fighting against the space monsters to protect Earth. But why? For the same reason as you, Raimi. Because we all love Earth. Fine, Rudy. We'll put you to work. Right now, we'll take all the help we can get. You're welcome to join our efforts. I'd be glad to. Unfortunately, my EBIT has had it. I'll also have to support you all from right here. Hey, wait a minute. What the heck are you saying after just showing up out of nowhere? Oh, don't be like that. I love her too, so what's the problem? Rudy's now our supporter. Well, she definitely seems to be her usual fired up self. I've got no problem with that. If she wants to help, I say we let her. Let's get this party started. A unified force of otherworlders and aliens marching off to battle. Absolutely. I'll defend the world we live in. All right. We'll let Chief Taiga and the others do their job. We have our own battle to fight. Roger that. Let's do this, everyone. That's the spirit, Raimi. We'll hold them back no matter what it takes. And Rudy gives attack advice to all allies. Damage plus 200 to all allies' units' weapons for 1 turn. It's pretty fucking good. But yeah, like I said, this event does not happen in the other route. You do not get Rudy as an ally. So, Yep. Now you can see why I gave everybody use their EX action for extra turns during this turn when I was wiping out some of the stragglers. Because I knew this was gonna happen. Oh, speaking of this happening! Speaking of this happening! It's time to actually use this map attack for once.
カウント3、2、1、ゼロ。仕掛ける。メリル、ストライカーよ。ストライカー、ワン、ツー、チャス。出力調整完了。いいところ見せるわよ。
All the ladies of special section 3 are actually. Despite the fact that he barely has a personality. Except Sagiri kind of recognizes it because she's, you know, been around women like that before. So she kind of has some self-awareness and she flirts back, or at least flirts a little bit with them. Saizo is completely taken aback by any show of affection or any flirtation, or if he notices it all. Which he mostly doesn't. Also, there's one thing that happens in the plot that doesn't happen for Sagiri, which I think is in bad taste. But they specifically mention that Daima Goldwyn was setting up Saizo as the next president. He doesn't get to be the president because he's not vice president or anything when Goldwyn dies. But they specifically, like, they point that out specifically. Saizo doesn't necessarily know. No, wait, I'm sorry. He definitely does. I remember that now. Yeah, he definitely knows he was being set up to be the next president at some point. And he even goes on to say, like, yeah, I'll do my best and be strong enough to take over the company. Yeah, he was being groomed for the position. They explicitly state that for Saizo. Notice how they didn't explicitly state anything along those lines for Sagiri. They're just saying, wow, she's an excellent manager. Like, fuck you guys. Right? If only we lived in that world. Alright, that's all the characters I got moves for. Yeah. Yeah, last time he was not very useful. He was a little too slow. I gave him some good movement options this time. I mean, okay, you're gonna run into her foot. All right, let's actually see the photosphere attack because we haven't seen it yet. Even though it's almost identical to the previous one. We detected the escaped primeval. All right, let's head to retrieve it now. Soldato J. As a warrior, it's time for me to set things right. Jay, which boat are you fucking on? You just keep teleporting between two of them. You fell right into our trap. What? The energy of Jupiter, the power. I'm just gonna let you soak it in for a second, along with the name. Analysis complete. No, they took the Zonder crystals. That must have been their goal all along. Z-Master. Fuse! What's happening here? All the primevals are in place. Time for the restoration. Commence recombination. We're picking up ultra-high density energy from the surface of Jupiter. It must be the power. What's that thing? What is that? It looks like Jupiter's giving birth to a giant! Is that thing a primeval too? It's the result of all 31 per-machine primevals combining. Z-Master. Z-Master? Their bodies were separate. The 31 primevals are a part of one being, Z-Master. The one in charge of subjecting the universe to machine sublimation. Wait, so the primevals have regenerated from their crystals? Only one thing could have made that possible. The power. No way! How in the heck could the primevals unleash the power? They're just a program! They did say that they'd analyze the power. Maybe they found a way to use it without the approval of the Golden Goddess. After combining, the primevals can achieve machine sublimation hundreds of times faster. Think of what they could do if armed with power. What's that? Elementary particle Zeo detected. Zonder spores! It generated so many of them in an instant, and all without the aid of a Zonder plant. Z-Master is clearly formidable. Behold, this is the might of the Master Program recombined using the power. That thing opened an ES window. Go forth, my minions, and take the blue planet. Z-Master has apparently used the ES window to scatter Zonder spores all over Earth. What does that mean for Earth? Machine sublimation will begin. No! Isn't there anything we can do to stop it from here? We can't give up, guys. The 31 primeval cores are somewhere inside Z-Master. We need to purify the primevals back down to their crystal state. If we destroy the crystal sublimation program, it should stop the machine sublimation process. It sounds like all we have to do is beat Z-Master. Then this is the place where warriors die. According to Omoikani's calculations, Earth will succumb to machine sublimation in just 5 more minutes. Then we better destroy Z-Master before then. Let's go, everyone. Let's head to that point. Fighting the monster will also be taking on space monsters. There's no other way. We have to save Earth. Cowards. Struggle and flail. It's now or never, Z-Master. We will defeat you and save the Earth. If battle exceeds 5 turns after Z-Master appears, you lose. They marked this spot because that is the only place to attack it from. Say hello to Z-Master. It's humongous. It's considered 3 large. It should be considered bigger. It gets triple action. It has pressure. Decreases 20% energy of all enemy units within 10 spaces at the start of turn when morale is 130 or higher. Fuck that. Also, this is one of its BAP attacks. Yeah, motherfucker's something else. I need someone with a really good commander aura to go over there. That's the only way they could fit it on the map, is to make it look like this. It's so dumb. I burned all your SP, so do what you can. I just want you to see the background as it's changed now, I think. Oh right, the background's gonna change anyway because he does his attack, which somehow changes what dimension he's in, basically. How much health do you have left? Too much to pull that off, I think. Unless... Yep, too much to pull that off for now. I like how you just refer to him as Votoms instead of Kiriko. Alright. Can you finally kill something without being murdered, Camille? Oh, no, you can't. What if I do this? Kicker. All right. Time to hurt Z-Master as much as humanly possible. Cowardly propagator of Minora's thoughts. The only thing left for you is extinction. Rage and hatred are human emotions too. To deny their values is to deny the value of life itself. And humans are perfectly capable of overcoming Minora's thoughts on their own. I'll show you the power to do just that.
巨大化しても俺の拳は止められんぞ。
Let's see. Let's beat it somebody who can actually take a hit. And see what happens. Cowardly propagator Minora's thoughts. The only thing left for you is extinction. No one in their right mind would ever agree with your crapola. As long as there's blood coursing through my veins, I'll fight. That's what makes me human. It showed up as like a shadowy figure that we had no idea what the fuck it was doing a few times in the game. But never named. This is the first time it showed up named, and it said like one line. And that's the animation. This is not an impressive enemy, animation-wise. Wow, it really says the same thing to everyone, huh? We don't need your permission to live. Now move it. You're in my way. With how big it is, Kiriko, I think it's in everyone's way. All our attacks are our attacks even working on that thing? You definitely see me doing damage, but it just has so much energy. Actually, I had 660 energy. This is like trying to move a desert one spoonful of sand at a time. The power, it's almost too much. I can feel it. Your burning hatred and rage. You are the source of Minor's thoughts that plague reality. You drive the universe to chaos. Shut it. What the hell's wrong with rage and hatred? I'll grant that it's dangerous to be enslaved by them. Rage and hatred are human emotions too. We refuse to be machines. We'll go on living as human beings with emotions and blood pounding in our veins. The essence of life is to struggle, and you're about to see just how hard we can. Machine sublimation is necessary for evolution. If you refuse to accept this and insist on continuing to propagate your Minor's thoughts, then you have no right to coexist with the universe. Put a lid on it, no matter what you say. We'll fight to survive. There you go, Guy. I believe in your bravery. Makoto, that's you in the transport, isn't it? I found a way to help. That's why I'm out here putting everything on the line. You struggle in vain. There's nothing you can do. You couldn't be more wrong. I discovered the secret to beating you. Listen up, everyone. Z-Master's offensive and defensive capabilities are maintained by the power it's absorbing. Observing it from up close made it obvious. Go for its hair, the part that's connected to Jupiter. If you do that, you can... That's enough out of you. Makoto! Makoto! Why did she show up in person? We were communicating with them from the different fleets. Guy! Damn, he must have gotten grabbed by Jupiter's gravity. I'll get him. You really need to learn to wipe your own ass, hero. Guy, Ryoma. Let's do this, everyone. Don't let Makoto's last words be in vain. Watch this, Makoto. We'll slam that thing's weak point with everything we've got. And yet your defeat is inevitable, for I have the power. Look, I'm not even pointing that out anymore. Jay is just teleporting everywhere. Fortunately for you, trying to do things that are said to be impossible is a hallmark of humanity. Where am I? Last thing I remember is following Makoto to Jupiter. Guy Shishio, can you hear me? Who are you? My name is Kane. You can't see it right now, but I'm looking at the screen, like in the office. Kane of the Green Planet. You're Mamoru's biological father. The version of me that you're talking to is nothing more than a copy saved in Galleon. And this conversation is only happening thanks to the strength of the power. The power? Guy Shishio, you have my gratitude for fighting alongside the G-Stones until today. No, I'm the one who should be thanking you. You're the one who gave me the power to protect the people I care about. I still couldn't help Makoto. Guy, I want to entrust my power to you. You mean the power? Yes. I want you and your friends to take this destructive power and use it for good. I believe in your courage, and that of your allies. Help Gladio protect the Blue Planet. Guy will probably be fine, but what about Ryoma, Dr. Saotome? Seems like he'll just run around like a crazy person. No worries. That's what Hayato and Benkei are for. Damn, not even death can shut you guys up. Don't be like that, Ryoma. We figured this might happen, so we waited for you here in the power. Go, Ryoma. Crush that monster that would choke off humanity's potential. But if you give us a piece of the power, don't you worry about it. Me and Doctor here are eternal. The day will come when you and Hayato finally understand that. Till then, keep on living your life to the fullest. Like I need a reminder from you. Go, Ryoma. Go where the Getter Rays and your spirit want to take you. Guy, and the Getter team! You're all okay! Guy, I know. Wait, that's the light of the power. I can feel its strength all over. The power's flowing into us now, too. This isn't some gift from the Golden Goddess. It's from Musashi and Old Man Saotome. Not to mention Kane of the Green Planet. The Green Planet? I know, Guy. I heard him, too. Mamoru. Come on, guys. We'll use what we've been given to pulverize our enemies. You bet. The real fight starts now. We'll hold nothing back. We won't lose. Not to Z-Master and not to those space monsters. Foolish cowards. Your newfound sliver of power won't. Can it, One Eye? We're evenly matched now. Here we come. We'll unify our will and our strength into a fist that'll knock you flat. Guy, time to fight, Z Master. This ends now. And then I'm going to get Makoto. Nothing's changed. We're just gonna kick his ass a little bit more than we did before. The future you envision means nothing to me. Step aside, Z Master. Me and the rest of humanity are going to beat you and move on. Oh, I have no idea who Leo is, so. Angela, do you copy? That thing is nothing but a program. It isn't capable of understanding humanity. That's right, Frontier Setter. I say we teach it a valuable lesson. We'll teach you that humans may be small, but they're never weak. Oh. Oh, so he dies then, or something? Because that's when I get the impression the power is basically a form of the afterlife. With how they're making it sound. Don't use battleships, actually. But every person has a desire more powerful than these Minora's thoughts. If the will, do the right thing. As long as people have that, we'll push through any obstacle in our way. $61,000 health, that's all, huh? Coward, yada yada yada. Shut up. I am me and what I do is up for me to decide. Even if it's coward, you have no right saying anything about it. Move aside, eyeball monster. We've got better things to do. Well, that's convenient. I'm sorry. We seem to be missing something. We don't have hammer. Coward, you will all. Z-Master, we're fighting because countless people have invested their hopes in us. We'll strike you down with the limitless power that springs from that hope. And do you know what makes it all possible? Our bravery! I mean, yeah, it's kind of the impression I got. It's just, they're basically treating it as the afterlife in this game. It's over, Z-Master. Minora's thoughts will destroy the universe. All life forms must evolve into Zonder, mechanized life forms untainted by Minora's thoughts. You still don't get it, do you? The Minora's thoughts you constantly dwell on are proof of life. Without them, there would be no life as we know it. The existence of Minora's thoughts is exactly why all life forms must fuse with machines and proceed to the next dimension. The universe doesn't need your abominable machine sublimation. It needs our burning courage. If you really believe courage is nothing but another Minora's thought, you're the one who has to go, Z-Master. No! It looks like we did it. Z-Master has been completely shut down. The flow of the power through its body has stopped as well. The Zonder spores that fire to Earth has all started to deteriorate. then Earth is saved, right? Not yet, it isn't. Motherfucker! There you are, space monsters. We'll take you on. Not so fast, Noriko. We're picking up some unknown readings. Makoto? Makoto, is that you? The space monsters! Stop! Stop! Uh-oh. Every space monster just disintegrated. Did she do it? Zonda... Could that really be Makoto? Makoto! Answer me, Makoto! She must have absorbed the nearby wreckage to transform to that robot. As far as we can tell, Makoto has transformed into something we've never seen before and absorbed the energy of the space monsters. She somehow managed to sublimate matter. That's essentially the same thing as causing it to cease to exist. What? Matter sublimation. The next step beyond machine sublimation. How could this happen? Dad, I didn't know you came to Jupiter too. What's wrong with Makoto? Tell me. I can really only speculate at this point, but I suspect that EL-01 crashed near Makoto 3 years ago. They must have implanted a new kind of spore in her, different from the ones that create Zonders. I assume it acted as a biological mimic. The spore started by imitating Makoto's central nervous system, and then it bided its time, patiently waiting to develop into an invincible machine life form that would never lose to G-Stone energy. Keep in mind, I am just speculating. The fuck, dude? We stand in the presence of a new machine species, a life form that surpasses the 31 machine primevals. A new machine species, with Makoto as a toast. If we don't find a way to stop her, she'll eventually subject the entire universe to matter sublimation. The universe is shaking! I felt this before. Hey, where the heck are we? The land of Arcadia. Is the Golden Goddess helping us? Not quite. She must have decided the matter sublimation threatens the balance of the universe. In other words, she wants us to take the threat out. But if we get too close to her, the field she's generating will sublimate our energy too. If there's anything that can withstand that, it'd be a battleship with a lot of energy. And given that Gal Gaigar is powered by the G-Stone that generates unlimited energy, it's our best bet. What about the other machines? If they clash with her, my guess is that their energy will be sublimated regardless of the outcome, and they'll be out of commission. In other words, each of them will only have one chance to strike. But we still have to make this work. We're not even done fighting space monsters. Technically we are. We're already in pretty bad shape from fighting the space monsters and Z-Master. We only got one shot apiece anyway. Just go for broke! That's right. With the exception of our battleships and Gal Gaigar, each machine only gets one chance to attack. After that, the machine will have to withdraw, no matter how the attempt went. Makoto. Guy. It's hanging on by a thread, but Makoto's conscience is still in there somewhere. Really? But we can't do anything for her right now. Our only option is to stop that machine. And let's get to it. It's the only way to save her or the universe. Get your head in the game, hero. Your girl is waiting for you. You've never needed that bravery of yours any more than you do right now. Right. Zonda. Was our civilization wrong all along? Is humanity's obsession with scientific progress and war led to its destruction? That which puts an end to a materialistic civilization. Should we call it a devil or a god? Are we witnessing purification in its truest sense? If we want the answers, we'll have to get out there and take them. Hang in there, Makoto, I'm coming! Any other than the battleship or guy will retreat if battling the machine primeval. New machine species, level 90! Double action. Trigger Spirit Command Awaken at the start of player phase when morale is 150 or higher. And it has one fucking attack. Alright. Oops. I actually pressed the wrong button. You made a believer of me, Guy. We need a miracle, so use that bravery to make it happen.
マジンガーの無敵パワーその身で味わえ。
高支出力56億7000万%。いっけー。
マジンゴー。
友達鉄拳ロケットパンチ。
Don't lose hope, Makoto. Your prince will come riding in on his white horse before you know it. I need people with prospects. Still don't have the hammer. Please, Guy, help Makoto no matter what you have to do. That'll do. Makoto, answer me, Makoto! Zonda. Listen up, Body Snatcher. I have something not even your matter sublimation can destroy. My bravery and my love for Makoto!
機械紳士ミコトを返してもらうぞ。これを使うしかない。ヘルアンドヘル。
Who knows, dude? Levels for Guy, by the way? He's almost max level? What the fuck, Guy? Zonda. She's still moving? Makoto! I'll be right there! I just got back from that side of the map, damn it! Go, Guy! On the wings of your bravery, and with the friends behind you. Victory is so close. You can do it! You're a king of braves! Makoto! Guy, Makoto! I'm way too much for your matter sublimation to handle. My bravery, my love for Makoto is limitless! Wasn't it? Guy! It's okay, Mamoru. Makoto and I are just fine. Guy! The combination of Guy's G-Stone and Mamoru's purification was enough to stop the matter sublimation and bring Makoto back to us. Looks like bravery, or rather love, won the day. Guy, Mamoru, thank you. You don't have to worry anymore. We'll always be together. Oh, what the fuck? Space monsters! Where the heck did they all come from in such a hurry? What's going on with the Federation forces? We just heard from Chief Taiga. The space monsters have completely broken through the defensive line of the Federation forces. The Infinite Haven and Federation forces have eliminated 55% of them, and the remaining 45% are starting to gather in this area. So almost half of them are still kicking, even though we wiped out who knows how many. In other words, the enemies we see right now are only a tip of the iceberg. Right, the rest of them will continue to swarm their way in. But we're in no condition to hold them off. Damn it, I guess we used too much of our strength. We've used up the power too. We're pretty much screwed. No, I hate to say it, but we're out. And that's it for Earth! No, there's still something we can do! Noriko, we can fight until there's nothing left of us! So that's what we have to do! I guess we might as well fight to the bitter end. Focus, people! There's still a way! Chief Taiga! We've equipped the Susanoo with a photon-powered dimensional distortion system. We're going to use it to control the power being drawn by Z-Master. Dr. Rio, you finally finished it! Yes, and it took an army of scientists working around the clock to do it. That's right. We all did everything in our power to help ensure the future of humanity. The photon-powered dimensional distortion system, huh? I thought that was nothing but a theory, but here you guys are applying the technology. We fought with everything we had because we knew today was coming. You're here too, Sayaka? I wouldn't miss it. The new photon-powered laboratory was the main force behind the research. And besides, it wouldn't be Sayaka Yumi if I weren't at Koji Kabuto's side. We used the data from all the different enemies we fought to make monumental advances in our research on dimensional control systems. It sounds like you put the observational data on Goragon to good use. Naturally, we also supplied all data collected by Special Section 3. Okay, so what exactly does dimensional whatever system do? Uses photon power energy and created dimensional distortion, compresses energy in the created hyperspace pocket into a tight fist, and releases it into a burst. By using it, we should be able to take condensed energy of the power, apply force to it in a specific direction, and aim it right at the space monster horde. Of course, we just got done finishing the system and transporting it to Jupiter. And that means it hasn't exactly been tested. Let's cross our fingers that it works. All hands, evacuate the Susanoo. We'll be running on this operation by remote control. All right, I'm firing up the photon-powered dimensional distortion system. The dimensional boundary line is distorting. Eureka! Humanity has finally found its way to break through the interdimensional wall. What is it, Rio? Bad news. The dimensional distortion itself was a success. We failed to detonate the power flowing through Z-Master's body. Come again? Confound it. The data on the St. Valkyrie's fire belong to Mr. Zone isn't enough by itself for a complete analysis. There's another option. Jay, you guys fall back. What are you trying to do, Jay? The power that continues to flow through to Z-Master. I'm going to use my thoughts and J-Jewel, control it, trigger detonation. Then we'll direct the energy of the blast into space monsters. Won't you guys go down with them? Guy, as I told you before, I'll finish my fight with you eventually. So don't go getting yourself killed. Kaido! The people of Earth are your problem now, Amami. No, Kaido! You can't leave me! I don't understand what Raimi was trying to tell me before the fight started. Thank you, friend of Earth. Kaido! All units pull back! But Captain Bright! Don't let those warriors die for nothing. Okay. Guy, this is our mission. Jay, I'll never forget you. Goodbye, Amami. Guy, and warriors of the Infinite Haven. It's truly an honor to fight at your side. Farewell. Bada bam! All Infinite Haven units have successfully completed the boson jump. What's our status? The remaining Earth Federation fleets have withdrawn from the battlefield. In addition, our readings indicate the space monsters were annihilated by the massive explosion near Jupiter. Then Earth has been saved. Humanity managed to prevail, but we paid a heavy price. Jay, King Jader isn't the only machine that's MIA. Gunbuster hasn't returned either. What? Takaya, Amano, you didn't. An ES window is opening. There's only one unit we have that could possibly keep up with the size of the King Jader. King Jader and Gunbuster! The two of us extracted King Jader, and now we've come home. Wait, you went to help Jay? We figured there would be a way to escape hyperspace as long as we had King Jader's ES missiles. Of course, since opening the ES window would be enough of a challenge given how busted up King Jader would be, we decided someone should carry it. Yeah, but it was still insane. It was seriously a miracle that we managed to get out of there. Didn't I tell you, Jay? We make our own miracles. Besides, I owed you for saving my life before. It's the least I could do. You people from the Blue Planet are certainly big on duty. Thank you, Noriko. You're welcome. Jay, Noriko. Kaido is okay too, right? Of course, Amami. We retrieved the Z-Master's core. Now we just have to finish the job. Okay. Time for more fake Latin? The Zonder crystals have been purified. The Z-Master has been annihilated. Yes, that's the end of our mission. And humanity is safe. Excellent work, everyone. Now let's head back to the Earth we saved. A world at the dawn of a new age. Wait. Jay marries Guy's sister? The UND fleet. He just had to go and rain on our parade again. He doesn't really seem like himself. Can you blame him? I bet you like that aim, Pressbund. Humanity's finally developed the technology to control space-time. We used it to achieve victory over the space monsters. We had altered the progress of human civilization you think so little of. That's right, aim, Pressbund. Our potential might not seem like much now, but humanity will keep on advancing. Not that someone as fond as jumping and pessimistic conclusions like you is likely to get that. Dreams can't fill an empty stomach. As said, people who can't dream have no real business talking about the future. That's right. How could you have forgotten your dreams even though you were father's friend? Got me there. Resignation and moral decay. I guess I was the one who truly lacked the ability to escape the Twilight Age. If you realize you've lost, man up and face your crimes. As a matter of fact, I decided to challenge you all to do just that. You really don't know when to quit. 1 week from today, we'll settle everything in satellite orbit over Earth. We'll be expecting you, Infinite Haven. Humanity has overcome the space monsters. All that's left is the UND and AIM Pressbund. This is shaping up to be a final battle for us and the people of Earth. Well, that was a long one! Special order, closing accounts. We still get a special order. Guess what, everybody? We've hit our very last milestone. BTX Corporate Philosophy 47. All's over that ends well. It's a high-handed corporate philosophy that creatively interprets all's well that ends well to end claim results trump messy methods every time. Now that we've protected all of humanity from the menaces of space, all that's left is our final showdown with the UND. As a bonus, we place a program in special order listing that will grant the participant a special gift. Funds equal to the participant's level times 2,000. And TAC points equal to the participant's level times 10. It's just signing it to your highest level pilot and wish to maximize benefits to all your troops. On that note, let's get down to preparations for a final engagement. Thank you to for everything you've done to assist us all in Special Section 3. We'll be glad to help you until the very end. So, as you probably noticed, we only have one person that's hit the ridiculous level of 93. You know, now that I think about it, we were really lucky you came back alive. Our victory wouldn't have been possible without the fruits of human civilization and the efforts of all the people who fought tooth and nail. It looks like the end of the war is finally in sight for the Infinite Haven too. I reanalyzed combat data we collected up until today, and it's worth 500 points. The day will soon come that we don't even need that data anymore, but our work will go on as long as Special Section 3 is around. That's why I'll keep pressing on, in the world that lies beyond the UND and AIM Pressbund. Just for completing the stage, you get 500 points. By the way, the Machine Primeval does not show up if you take the other route. Okay. Well, that was a lot.